Oh, right. The reserve driver is the big thing to like sort out here. But first, let's just bask in this. 1 point behind Mercedes in the battle for third. There's a temptation to start bringing upgrades again and really fighting them for third. But I feel like next year is the year that we're really putting all our eggs into the basket too. Like, we're saving so much money at the moment. Right, we need a reserve driver. These are drivers apparently available for negotiation. These are drivers that are interested in joining me. Some good drivers here, isn't there? Some good drivers here. The reality is, though, we are looking for a younger driver, like a Teo Pacher. I can't hire Zane to be my reserve driver when he already drives for an F1 team. I don't feel like there's like a really obvious young driver to bring in. Is that a controversial take? I think Behrman might be the most logical option. Who's leading the F2 championship? Okay, Hadjar is leading the championship over Behrman, but it's very close. And then you've got Novlak, who's not so young. I don't think is Novlak young. 24, yeah, he's older. We know nothing about either of them. I think we scout them both. All right, we've got Zandvoort up next. It's in 18 days. I didn't realize it was so far away. I mean, that'll give me a chance to build all my backup parts. Oh, 73 for overtaking. You know what? Everything else doesn't have to move. If he gets better overtake, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. And Owasa improved a little bit. That's what we want. More improvement like that for the rest of this year is going to be massive. Okay, first laps of Quali. Albon crosses the line. Is Pacher quicker? Yes, he is.
Yeah, copy.
I think they're both going out again, to be clear, later on in the session. But you know what? We've got a lap in early. We've got the banker. Yeah, we are definitely going out again here, aren't we? Show's now on an in-lap. Danny Rick's now on an in-lap. I'm going to follow Verstappen. I'm going to follow Maxi Verstappen. Are we actually behind him? Have I gone out too close to him here, or is this okay? It's okay. If in doubt, just follow Red Bull. Follow Red Bull. That's what I've learnt. Okay, we're going to cross the line here. Is Albon going to climb? The answer is yes. Pacher isn't going to climb.
Currently P10.
P10, P11, and now we anxiously wait.
So boxing this lap then.
And hope that some of these people behind us aren't about to knock us down. Bottas crosses the line, doesn't improve. I think we're fine. I think we're safe. We are. Okay, 10th and 11th. I mean, unless someone pulls out a mega lap, I've told the board and the sponsors will get one driver into the top 10 and into Q3. That feels doable based off that. Aston Martin have looked pretty quick lately, so coming out behind Zhou doesn't feel too disastrous. Also, we will be doing 2 laps this stint, although there's some traffic that we're going to hit on this first run. It's a Mercedes car. I think it's Perez. It is Perez. Are we going to meet him at a good spot? Zandvoort is awful for traffic, it has to be said. I'm in physical pain. I am in physical pain. That is not good for Albon's time. Am I putting on a fresh set of softs for the second laps here? Pacher's actually met him at an okay point with the DRS. I think it's worth keeping Albon now. He only lost about less than half a second, which isn't an insignificant amount, but getting a lap on the board, I think, is important. Is it going to be a good lap? The answer, no, not really. I think both our drivers maybe held up a little bit, although, like I said, Aston Martin are quick. If I use this fresh set of softs, I'll only have 1 set of softs for the race unless we make it through. I feel like it's too much of a gamble. I feel like we go with the set we've just used. Slightly scrubbed softs. They still have pace in this game. Are we going to go faster? This gives me the chance still with this strategy to go on to a fresh set of softs if we don't improve. The fact Albon's not improved there does not bode well. Ferrari are pushing Red Bull, by the way, today. Okay, Albon did improve in Sector 2. Is it going to be enough to improve across the board? Pacher, by the way, putting in a stonker of a lap. Albon will cross the line first. Is he going to do some climbing? No. Is Bashir going to do some climbing? Climbing, he moves up one place. Chat, I've got a dilemma. We know it's going to be a wet race tomorrow. If my drivers get through, I get an extra set of softs. If I put them both on fresh sets of softs and they don't make it through, they will only have one fresh set of softs for the race. And it's the kind of race where I feel like 2 sets is probably useful. Oh, it's such a gamble. Do I think my car is fast enough to make it into Q3? I don't know if I do. But then I'm not guaranteed to need 2 sets of softs for the race. You know what? I'm going to gamble. I'm going to gamble. We'll at least have one fresh set of softs for the race. I'd rather go for it because track position might be important with the pit lane. And if the rain comes and we need to pit. Bashir is right in the bubble. Bashir's not improved through the first sector. Not good. Norris won't be improving. Bottas is ahead of us. Gasly. Is Gasly on an in-lap here? Yeah, Gasly's on an in-lap. Sonoda is on an in-lap. So Bottas is up the road. We have to worry about him. Albon's gone quicker through both sectors. Bashir hasn't. There is a chance here that our drivers knock each other out. Bottas is about to cross the line. Is he going to put some pressure under us? No, this is all now on Albon. Bashir's not improving. Albon has a chance to knock Bashir out here. He's going to cross the line. Can't do it. Bashir's through. Kind of surprised by that. But actually, the time difference here, look how close that is. There was 1/10 of a second separating 9th all the way to 14th. That is crazy. So, I feel like here, I want to save 2 fresh sets of softs for the race with Bashir. Because I'm not going to have that luxury of Albon. So I think my best bet is to use this set of softs or one of these 2 sets of softs and then use the used set right at the end of the session. The what tyres I'm about to send Bashir out on have already done 2 laps. So I'm not expecting a lap here. So we'll whiz through this first lap. We might have Russell to pass at the end of the lap. Nah, we don't. Okay, well, we've got a clean lap in on some old tyres. I've just not really got tyres here to make anything happen because of the gamble I took. Bashir goes quick. Magnussen was evidently blocked, and those were old tyres. Good performance by Bashir, though. Showing some good pace over Albon. There's going to be signs to worry about. He's the only car blocking us. This is the only lap we're going to be doing in what's left of this session. I just don't have the tyres. With the rain, I'd rather have 2 sets of softs free. It's moderate rain, not heavy rain, which makes me think it could be a bit patchy. We might be on and off the inters a little bit. I really would like to hit signs here on the hill before we get to this next bit. Because if you don't hit signs early enough, you just get blocked big time. Yeah, we lost a lot of time there. I mean, that is probably quali over, I'm afraid to say. We knew it was a gamble. He's not going quicker. The best we can hope for is 7th. And Perez knocks us down. Stroll is on a lap now as well. Magnussen's not on track, so Magnussen won't be knocking us down. Stroll is on a lap, I believe. Is he on a flying lap? He is on a flying lap. I think we're going to be starting 9th. Unfortunately, for the believers of the Red Bull 1-2, you might be in trouble because Carlos Sainz, from absolutely nowhere, has pulled out a 108. Only the Red Bulls had done 108, and then the last session he pulled one out for the anti-Red Bull believers. That is a mad performance. Look how close it was as well. We were actually way off the pace, although we didn't actually set a time on fresh tyres. Okay, chat, brace yourself. We're about to get the weather forecast. Is it going to dry at the end of the race? Oh, is it even going to be... Oh, I think it's going to be mediums. I don't even know if I need the softs. That gets very close to wet there and there, but I don't think it will quite get them. I think it's going to be medium inter. I think it's actually not going to be a particularly tactical battle. For anyone who was craving that. I think it's going to be a medium Inter race with a small risk you need to be on the wets. The Inters might not make the end of the race. Are you nursing the Inters, do you reckon? Cold Inters are a nightmare, though. 1-3-1-3-8 versus... Or 1-3-1-12. Is it better to get really aggressive on Inters or make them last? And also, yeah, it's going to dry at the end here. That could really shred some Inters if you've been trying to make your Inters last. I'm doing some foreshadowing here. If you're doing a one stint on the Inters, as that dries, that could really cook your tyres. Ha! Is it the kind of day where it's worth splitting the strategy? With Albon, do we go for something very aggressive? And with Bechet, do we go for something that is more conservative? Kind of got to commit one way or the other. You can't really conserve on the Inters and then push them later to go for a two-stop. I think there's a reasonable chance of a safety car here as well, which could give you the free swap to the second set of Inters. Is there a chance that by the end of the race it's dry enough? But if we have a safety car and the whole race gets extended out, it could be dry at the end of the race. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? Medium Inter. That's the plan. I'm going to get aggressive. If the AI tries to do a one-stopper with a long stint on Inters at the end...
And for that man,
Mick!
This could be an interesting race.
I love him. I love him.
20th, the points are a long way off.
They are a long way off.
And push for a respectable finish.
He probably won't finish, to be honest, Karun. But I appreciate the ambition behind it. Okay. Here we go, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs, fish, any other animals watching. We're going motor racing. Bechet starting 8th, Albon starting 12th. Looks like everyone's on mediums. Oh, a few soft runners. Now that is bold. Running the softs here, knowing that there's going to be rain, feels like a gamble. I would not want to be Max Verstappen. Although, because he's at the front on used softs, he might be able to go so fast on them, he could actually just pit. So we're expecting rain around lap... What lap is that? Around lap 25. It's a short lap here. I do feel sad that we've not seen more of Mick on the grid. I hope he gets a move up to a better team. I wonder if Bechet can have a little go on Perez here. Perez is DRS-less. That is DRS, by the way. That's how you meant to say DRS. DRS. Official terminology. Yellow flag.
Try to race anyone, I just have no front.
Alex! What happened? Show me what happened. You absolute cockwomble. You are... Oh, he's in last. Well, he can drive a lonely race at the back now. He's lost 9 positions, folks. 9 positions! 9! I sound like an angry German person. 9! Are you sure we should give him a new contract? Mick would never. Okay, that might be going too far. I think we have seen Mick luck up quite a lot this year, to the point where I don't think it's necessarily reasonable for us to suggest Mick would never. Thing is, here at Williams Racing, we're not about having rock star drivers. I could go and sign George Russell and give him £20 million a year, or I could have Teo Bechet on $5 million. My little French bargain. Bechet sends it past Perez. Now, Perez is on these hards. We've got the move done. We've also managed to stay close, at least, to DRS on the guys in front, which is good. Because I am going to need DRS so I can charge the pack. Tyres are cooked, by the way, but I need to get in DRS. So it's fine. We're good. That car on the right... Oh, there's a VSC. Who crashed? Wait! Both the Aston Martins just crashed in front of Teo.
And it looks as though there's been an incident.
Oh! That's good. That is mega poggers. Come on, my little pog champ Lance Stroll. Oh, God. Are they both out? I think Lance is okay. I think he's doing his sheep impression there. Bah. I think that's what he did. Stroll's out. Is Zhou out? Zhou's got going. Now, the question here is, does, like, Verstappen...
Positive on the Delta.
If you're Max Verstappen, do you pit here to get off these softs under the VSC? Because the softs aren't making it to the rain. They were used when he put them on, but he has lost about 30% in 9 laps. And he's got to make them last maybe another 16 laps. I mean, it's great for us, that incident. I mean, less so for Albon. Doesn't really make a difference to Albon. Although, Zhou's tyres are mudded, actually. Stroll got the penalty as well. That's really good for us, because Aston Martin are chasing us down 5th in the championship. Even on neutral, you actually charge the batteries when under a VSC. Okay, Zhou has gone back out. If you turn down your settings during a VSC, you actually lose time. I know that makes absolutely no sense. It's just how it works in game.
Okay.
Okay, Perez is 2.5 seconds behind Bashir. Russell and co off way up the road. So Bashir's got a bit of a lonely race, and to be fair, Albon's going to potentially be in a similar situation here with these guys. I mean, I am out of charge. I have pushed for 2 laps to try and get past them. And I just can't. Okay, maybe we get past them in a 2-for-1. 3 wide. No, thank you. Ah! We're fine. We're fine. Great move. Turned into Tarzan there. Everything's good. Okay, and now we leave them in the dust. Even with DRS, they're not going to catch us. So, Bashir is driving a lonely race. Albon will be driving a lonely race as he slowly drops them. We can afford to be aggressive on our tyres here. Verstappen has pitted. Verstappen has had to pit. He is on softs in 15th. That is so bad for him. Like, Red Bull might have thrown it away there, because the rain is coming in, what, like 10 laps? Well, the forecast has changed here. Did those lines intersect each other before, or is that updated? Don't feel like they were that close before. We are now waiting for rain, ladies and gentlemen, because our drivers are kind of in their own little worlds. Bashir's found a nice little gap in his own little universe. He's having a grand old time. We can afford to be aggressive on the fuel and the tyres, because we're going to be pitting soon. Those 2 Aston Martins crashing has provided a great opportunity. Oh, De Vries is locked up. Nick!
Now let's take a look here at turn
Oh, he's
10.
got Max Verstappen by him. Look at the train that Max is in, by the way.
There goes the steering. What caused that over?
I mean, that is one move that Verstappen has made. Verstappen is just stuck. Look at how mad do you reckon he is? How pissed off would you be if you were Max? Imagine the radio. Imagine the radio message. I mean, it's a lovely... You might get some moves done, but... Yeah, it's not great for him. The rain is going to start to come, folks. The rain is going to start to come at some point. Wow, how have they all caught up with Bashir so much?
Yep.
Chat, how have they caught up with Bashir? How much are they pushing? Is that just his mediums going off? Magnussen's just done a 114.8. Hauger's done a 113.7. Although Hauger did pit for fresh tyres. Kevin! Kevin, what are you doing, son? What is this all about, Kevin? The hard seemed pretty quick at this point. I mean, he's literally got past us. That's going to be no DRS for Teo either. I mean, our car does lack raw pace. I suppose that's been shown there. Only silver lining is you've got Perez fighting with Tsunoda with Magnussen behind. And they are a little further back, but we're fighting, Kevin. The rain should be coming any second, he says. Rain should be coming soon. I hope it's coming soon. Oh, my weather centre isn't lying. We've got Norris up behind us. The good news is the rain is now coming. Or at least it should be coming. Where is the rain? It's oh, it's here. It's here. It's arrived. Bloody hell. Bloody. Get ready. I'm ready. I stole this from Lando's garage. I'm fine. See, people say it's bad luck, but I don't believe in luck. You make your own luck in life, you know. That's what my grandma used to say. Perez is pitting. I've got to cover off Perez because he's our championship rival.
Box.
Okay, box.
Set tyre switch to Inter.
I don't believe in bad luck.
Let's go push.
I believe in bad decisions.
Box. Okay, copy that.
I think by the time we go around the track, it'd be at 0.8. As we exit the pit lane here, it's probably going to be around 0.7. Great stop, lads. We pit this lap for Inters on Teo. As a reminder, we're on a very aggressive Inter strategy here. There was two schools of thought. The one school of thought is you massage the Inters and you don't push them. The other is you cane them. We're caning them here. We're pushing on the Inters. You know what? I think that is about right for us. I think with Albon, we would have been doing half a lap on the wrong tyre. Who stayed out there? Verstappen has stayed out, and so's Kevin. Brave. I think we've done well here. Oh, bloody hell, it's crowded. Good stop here, please, Ultras. Let's go! Let's go. It's good. Albon was so far back. It's actually depressing how far back he is. Okay, I'm putting down the umbrella because it's very inconvenient to hold an umbrella. Oh. I can't get it down. The umbrella. You lot are filthy. So the plan of attack here is that we push on the Inters. The basic dilemma you have is, do you go on a set of Inters and try and extend them as long as you can? You have to add them like on 2 out of 5, but I think it's better just to push them, especially because if the track dries out towards the end, like it might, the Inters might be really close to their limit by there. So I think we push hard. Maloney's only just coming out the pits, bless him. Albon did get a jump on some people in the pits there, right? I'm not going crazy. Actually, did he? I think we got ahead of Hauger. Wait, Sainz, Magnussen and Verstappen are only just pitting. Good camera angle. Are we going to get them here? It's a long pit lane. Sainz is out in second, so it's Leclerc, Sainz, Russell. Pacher has got Verstappen in the pits. Well timed. GG, well played. See, a lot of these guys are being kind of gentle on their on their Inters. I think everyone else might be going for a one stop on these Inters, which means I have to make up a pit stop of time, which is going to be tough. But I've already committed to it now. I couldn't really drag these Inters out because of how marginal they were anyway. Still not a bad spot to be in, though, I feel like. Yellow flag. Who's had a moment? VSC. Who crashed? I can't see anyone stopped on the minimap. Oh, is it Joe again? Joe's hit the wall.
There's been a crash.
Outside the wall, final turn. Does he hit? I assume he hit the wall here. He's already... I mean, it's not a great day, is it, for Aston Martin? Ah, yeah. I mean, I assume he's out with that, because that's a...
And not much that the team can do about that one.
Oh, bloody hell. That shows solidarity with them. Get your best shocked reaction done at home. Okay, so we're under VSC here. It says DRS disabled. DRS was already disabled. We lost a second on Norris during that VSC activation. That's annoying. Okay, VSC's ending. We've got a wild Max Verstappen we're on board with, staring down the arse of Théo Pourchaire. See, a lot of these other runners, I think, are pushing their Inters hard for a 2-stop. The guys at the top here, I think, are going to try and make them last. Not a good weekend for Aston Martin, is it? That Red Bull's quick, innit? Yeah, that's a fast car. Teo wants to race him, and I kind of respect it, but at the same time, probably not worth it. It's Max Verstappen in a Red Bull. I think Magnussen and Gasly are reeling and Pourchaire in slowly here. There's a temptation to deploy to try and drop them, but I don't think it's worth it. We saw them reel us in, obviously, on the slick tyres, you might remember as well. I'm hoping we'll get some decent gains when we pit for our fresh set of Inters and they're all on old Inters. I wonder if this track will dry up to a point where people want to be on slicks, though, as well. We got K-Mag right up behind us here. I don't think I can do a lot here. This is basically what happened, isn't it, when we were on the mediums and he was on the hards. Literally same corner as well. It's a marathon, not a sprint. There's still 30 laps left here. Wave goodbye to Kevin, everyone. I mean, we could still punt it into the back of him, I suppose. Not that I want that to happen, but we could still give him a nudge. Little love tap up the bum. Also, did Gasly just pit? Did Gasly pit? Yeah, Gasly just pit for another set of Inters. And he's still ahead of Albon. I'll tell you what, there is a temptation to retire Albon here. From this race. Just to save parts. Is it defeatist, chat? Is it defeatist to retire? We've got Perez and Ocon in 8th and 9th. Mercedes are our big rivals in the standings in the championship. We're currently 1 point ahead of them. Yeah, it would save some wear on the parts, retiring Albon. Thing is, one safety car, everyone bunches up. And with another flurry of rain coming soon, it's probably worth just being out. I'm not going to pit with Albon. I think it's worth trying to weigh out a safety car with him. With Pourchaire, though, we'll pit now. I was thinking about pitting lap 51. We'll come in early for the Ultras. If it's good enough for Max, it's good enough for me. That's my mindset. That, by the way, is Max Verstappen's 3rd stop of the race. Solid stop. Not grand, like not crazy, but, you know, sustainable, acceptable, maintainable. I'm just saying words that sound intelligent. Can you tell? Now, Albon and Pourchaire are near each other here. I'd be very curious to compare their times to one another.
You can afford to drop back.
Yeah, copy.
Gasly did get a bit of an undercut on Pourchaire there, but he has also eaten 10% into his Inters, and he is just stuck behind De Vries. You know what? We'll slap on a set of Inters and just see what happens. I'll give him till... Honestly, I'll give him till lap 60, but at that point, you might as well just keep him out. To be fair, it's Pourchaire's parts I need to be more concerned with. Pourchaire's parts are the ones that are, like, more on the line. Like, Albon really isn't as necessary to retire. Okay, Ultras, buckle up, get ready. The bananas in pyjamas here for the DHLers. Oh, my God.
What was that?
What was that? I'm wondering the same, mate. We've waited 8 seconds there. Retire him. Get him gone.
Be clear at pit exit.
I don't want to watch the issue, but I'm going to have to. Karim, what happened?
Ready here.
Yeah, we were ready. We were ready. What happened?
That tyre isn't tightened enough, though.
We'll go. I mean, at least we got it on in the end. You know, wasn't like Bottas in Monaco all those years ago where they couldn't get the wheel off. Leclerc's pit as well. He's copied us. I'm a trendsetter. See, now Pashera is part of this train. But I have charge in the pack, which I want to believe gives me some straight line speed over Renault. Maybe? What is my best chance of overtaking? I feel like without DRS, it might be through these corner sections. Come on, Teo. You've got 73 overtaking now. You should be doing this for fun. That's how it works, right? Up the inside. Oh, this is so painful to watch. This is our race right here, just vanishing before my very eyes. I can't speak. Oh, please, up the inside. No, it's... I'm in pain. I'm in pain. He's out. He's pissing out. Right, Alex, that safety car that we wanted, we got it. We've got it.
And not just one car involved.
I
in
mean,
that, as you can see.
I'm going to look at the
I imagine
positives.
they're
It's his car on fire, not ours. That's a positive, right? Their car's the car on fire. Bashir and Gasly are both out. Let's blame Gasly. Neither driver got a penalty.
Safety car. Close on the Delta.
Never mind.
Focus on front tyres.
Never mind. Can we send him out for one lap? Now, silver lining, Gasly took the bulk of the hit from behind, so I feel like Bashir won't have any engine or like ERS damage. Maybe? Might be huffing. This does increase the odds of this race ending under slicks, by the way. Are we going to catch the queue? There's also got to let the lapped cars unlap themselves. They were losing laps here. Come on, Zane. Come on, Mick. Away you go. It's like ducks. Chat, it's going to be dry at the end.
A weather update. Level 0 rain around the track.
It's going to be dry. Is it worth pitting for dries for 2 laps?
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap.
It probably is at this point. I mean, it definitely will be. This is going to be so interesting now to the end. It is now going to be dry at the end for 3 laps. Is that enough, though? I'm not sure if it is. It is well sunny, isn't it? It is well sunny. Yeah, I suppose the logic for us is we do whatever the AI doesn't do. If they pit for slicks, I stay out on the inters. It is drying, though, isn't it? The thing is, though, like, is going around a dry track on slicks, sorry, a dry track on wet or inters for 3 laps, are you really going to lose 20 seconds in those laps? I don't know if you will. Like, even if it was 6 seconds faster a lap, slicks v inters, like, you're better being on the inters. Do you reckon they're going to pit? That is dry. What the dickens is that drying? Oh, it's going to be like 4 laps. I have to pit for slicks, I think. I kind of want to pit either a lap early or a lap late and just deploy my battery for that lap. If we go onto the dries and they all stay out in the inters, imagine the drama at the end of the race. Hauger's at 39% wear in front, by the way. This is about to get spicy to end. If a safety car happened now, I guess I'd just go on to... Oh, please don't crash. I guess I would just go on to softs. Okay, that's good to get that move done. That was perhaps the most important one. It's definitely going to be slicks for 4 or 5 laps. I really want everyone else to stay out here. I'll be annoyed if anyone else pits. We're in 13th. If I go next lap, I get mudded.
Box.
Wow, okay, Leclerc pitted this lap. If Red Bull pitted this lap, this is a great move. This mindset has served me very well this year. This does also help us avoid all the traffic. That's a really good pit stop as well.
Okay,
Most of the pit stop times this year, but it's now a dry track. That's pretty good. Great pit stop when we needed it. It's 8 laps. We can deploy here now. Now we send it.
Can use the overtake.
Okay, copy.
Now we send. Keep an eye on everyone else. Now, will other teams risk the double stack here? Like, if you're like Mercedes, you've got Ocon and Perez both on the inters. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen around the pits here. Russell is still out, although he's kind of ahead of Norris. Their tyres are dying a death. Are people going to pit? Russell's into the pits. His Sainz going to follow him. Ferrari aren't going to stack. Magnussen goes in. Ocon goes in. Perez stays out. Tsunoda comes in. Teams are scared to stack. The guys who are having to stay out here while their faster teammates go in are going to be royally shafted. Oh, people getting held up like this in the... Okay, we won't question what happened there. Just close your eyes. It's fine. We're about to make up a load of places here. Oh, my word. Albon is in the points. I repeat, Albon is in the points. And the best thing here is we're running 4th. We're literally running 4th. Teo died so that Albon could do well. We have got a wild Max Verstappen behind us who will have DRS. So we're probably going to end up 5th or 6th here. Although we are on fresh tyres. A lot of the guys who just pitted are on used. Oh my word. Hey, I didn't want to retire him. I said I'd wait till lap 60 for a safety car, I believe. What lap was it? What lap did the safety car happen on, by the way? Was it 59? I think that could be a stroke of genius.
Okay.
Sainz in the pit. Wait. They've stayed out on their inters. Perez, Ricciardo and Bottas have decided they will stay out on their inters to the end of the race.
Okay, copy.
And Albon's just set the fastest lap of the race. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Sainz is coming out the pits. He's behind Verstappen. It's all kicking off here. It's all kicking off.
Start to close in now.
Oh, they are like massively slower, like 5 seconds slower a lap. And we're 11 seconds behind them. There could end up being a bit of a situation here where drivers like Leclerc, I say Leclerc's got by actually, and so is Russell, but they might not be able to get past the inter-runners very easily. Or maybe they do it just fine. Is Perez going to pit on his inters? Or are they just keeping him out now? It's mental. They know they've got nothing left to lose. We've got Verstappen right behind us. I don't like it. Alex, it's me, Jack. Yeah, good luck, mate. All the best. God bless. Here's the first. It's a Sauber. We'll go on board with Max Verstappen's point of view of what's going to happen here, because it's going to be very interesting to see how he gets through. Leg it! Block Max for me. Block. This is big. Is Norris getting by? Norris has got past Danny Rick. Now we've got to get past Danny Rick. We'll get DRS off him here. This is exceptional news.
Yeah. Deploy. Yeah, sure.
Perez is the next car up the road. We should get DRS off him. They're actually getting out of the way, the inter-runners, reasonably well. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. What's happened?
T5.
Has Ocon crashed? No, it's Hauger. I think it's Hauger. Or is it Bottas? It's Valtteri Bottas on his inters. And Ocon. Oh! I mean, that's good for us within our battle with Mercedes. Bottas on his inters, causing carnage. They should have been forced to pit by the FIA. Perez is coming into the pits. Danny Rick's coming. They've got their tails between their legs.
How many laps are left?
They've tried to fly close to the sun. Their wings have melted. Bottas has got a time penalty. We're running in fourth. I want to believe that we could catch Norris. Do I just full-on cook my tyres here to try and catch him? Or do I accept the fact that Verstappen might get us? There's a VSC. What's happened? Is Yuki's crashed. It's absolute carnage here at the end of the race.
Now is that
What's happening?
Right, let's have a look now. Around
Yuki. Oh. I mean, that's a gearbox.
and they'll have to pick themselves up after that.
It's a VSC, not a full safety car. So the pack aren't going to be bunched up, but we've made a load of time into Norris, I think, there. It's going to be a VSC, but we did eat into Norris's time there. We did gain a little, but we have still got a wild Max Verstappen behind us. There's only 3.5 laps left here. Leclerc and Russell are fighting for the lead. We're waiting for the VSC to end. De Vries is locked up under the VSC. There's a VSC going on and Nick De Vries is still locking up. It's quite the achievement.
Very heavy on the brakes. By that point,
That is the most depressing. That might be the worst lockup I've ever seen. That doesn't even count. That's just going wide. Okay, the VSC is about to end soon.
To use the overtake.
Right, we're back racing. We need to get in DRS range of Norris to help us keep Verstappen behind. Unfortunately, Verstappen's going to have DRS here. And I'm having to use my battery to try and stay in front. Albon, we've got to do some defending. That'll do. Now, whether or not we can now defend through this next bit, I'm not sure. I think Max probably gets by us here. We've also got Sainz who's lurking away in the shadows. There's 2 laps left. Now, that was somewhat inevitable. But it's still not a bad position to be in. Considering where we were, this is okay. We might be able to use Verstappen here to get close to Norris. That's my new line of thinking. The Red Bull is very quick. I mean, Max is giving us a route into catching up with Lando. Bottas has just set a fastest lap of the race. We didn't have DRS there. I thought we were close enough, but apparently not. We're not going to have it here either. Now, Verstappen is very likely to get Norris. Oh, I would love to be in DRS range. I don't have any excess battery. It's the last lap. Max Verstappen is battling Norris here. If these two just want to bump into each other, that would be grand. I thought it was about to happen. I thought I'd manifested it. This has been a mad race, by the way. Verstappen is hunting down Norris, who is slow. Sadly, it's not slow enough for us to catch him. We have got a wild Carlos Sainz now behind us. There's so much going on. I mean, Russell and Leclerc are fighting for the lead. You've got this battle going on for third. And then we've got a wild Carlos Sainz behind us as well. Sainz is going to have DRS. Here's my plan. I let him past in this DRS zone.
Build this back up.
Okay.
And then I come back at him in the next one.
Okay, press and hold overtake.
Copy.
We should have DRS. We should have enough charge in the pack. And we have DRS to go around the outside.
It's just not possible.
It is possible, you wazzock! Keep pushing! You've got him! You've got him! You've not got him! I'm in pain! NT. You know what? Mega Drive.
Keep pushing.
I think Sainz would have got us at the end anyway. I felt like my best bet was to let him by, then get him with DRS back.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Nice work.
Shout out to Teo Pachet. We've got 6th. We leapfrog, I believe, Mercedes in the standings as well. I don't know if Teo would have had a podium. You've got to remember, he was stuck behind Gasly and De Vries. And we were losing a lot of time. Norris held on, by the way, for 3rd. Fair play, Lando. And Hauger got a point. Is that his first ever point in F1? I think it is.
Fantastic result for the Williams driver.
It was a fantastic result. Hard agree. I don't think there was a way I could keep signs behind me there. I thought if I harvested and just let him by, I mean, you could see how close we were. We did have DRS on him at the end, but we just had nothing left in the tank, and the Ferrari is just a faster car. I mean, you can see the fastest laps here, right? The Ferrari, literally 7/10 faster on their fastest lap than us, but still great points for us. And in the driver's standings, Alexander Albon, 5th. Best of the rest, scoring some nice points. Elsewhere, Hauger, you can't see it by my head, first points of the year, and first points of the year for Nick as well. Oh, Nick De Vries and Hauger in 9th and 10th got their first points. Meanwhile, constructors, look at it, drink it in. We're in 3rd. What a time to be alive. What a time. Good pit stop, not great. We can do better. Hugo Boss have got ahead of us in the DHL. This might be a new low point. You know, I really tried to hold my chin up high and not let it bother me. That is a new low. I'll admit it. Now, I do need to check here. What's the situation with Porsches parts? Tell you what, all those spares we manufactured. So, front wing for Albon. Ah, okay. Powertrain situation. Oh, did he biff his gearbox, chat? Oh, my God. We're going to have to take a gearbox. We never took the extra gearbox before. But that is another gearbox lost. In the words of DJ Khaled, another one. The ERS took a bit of a thwack. The engine, I think, was fine, actually, in that. Monza up next as well. Well, I'll be honest, it's far from ideal. But we've got parts for Monza. Okay, we have the Hadjar and Behrman basic scouting here. Okay, chat, who would you pick up as our reserve out of the two? That's what we have to answer here. I feel like Hadjar is well better rounded, but has poor adaptability. 65, I couldn't have a 65 overtaking driver with 68 smoothness. Hadjar is probably the better option. Both 20 years old, he is slightly better as well. The only other thing I do want to check is there's that other guy that was still scouting, right? The 18-year-old. Have we got any? We haven't got anything on him yet. I want to know how good Solov is. Bye.